Ever feel like your brain just has a mind of its own? One minute you're all set to study, and the next, you're lost in a sea of notifications, YouTube videos, or just plain daydreaming. If that sounds familiar, you're going to want to hear the story of Ryan. Ryan was a bright kid, no doubt about it. He was the kind of student everyone, including his teachers, thought was destined for great things. But Ryan had a secret enemy: procrastination. Every time he sat down with his books, his mind would pull a disappearing act. He'd tell himself, there's plenty of time. I'll get to it later. But somehow, later always seemed to be just around the corner, never actually arriving. His parents and teachers would constantly remind him about the importance of focused study. But Ryan had his own theory. He believed that if you're smart, success is guaranteed. Hard work, discipline, he thought those were just optional extras. Then came the day of the school scholarship exam results. He was confident, maybe a little too confident. But when he saw his name wasn't on the list of winners, his world came crashing down. He had failed. To make matters worse, his friends, the ones who weren't necessarily as naturally smart but were consistent and disciplined, had all passed with flying colors. The same teachers who once sang his praises now looked at him with a mix of confusion and disappointment. That look hurt more than the failure itself. That evening, Ryan sat alone, the weight of his failure pressing down on him. He felt a deep sense of shame. He knew it wasn't a lack of intelligence that held him back. It was his own doing. In that quiet moment of reflection, a powerful realization hit him like a lightning bolt. Being smart is not enough. Talent without discipline is like a race car without a driver. It has all the potential in the world, but it's going nowhere. That night, something inside Ryan shifted. He made a promise to himself. No more excuses, no more laters. He was going to change. He knew he couldn't do it alone, so he sought help. He needed more than just a tutor for subjects. He needed a mentor who could teach him the art of discipline. His search led him to Coach Miller, the school's veteran physical education teacher. Coach Miller was legendary. He wasn't just about push-ups and running laps. His real expertise was in forging character. The word around school was that he could take the most scattered, unfocused students and mold them into models of self-control. Ryan, humbled and desperate, approached the coach. "Coach," he began, his voice trembling slightly. "I can't focus. When I try to study, my mind just wanders. It jumps from one thing to the next. What can I do?" Coach Miller listened patiently, a kind smile playing on his lips. "Controlling the mind is like taming a wild horse, Ryan. It's not easy, but it is possible. Come with me. I want to show you something." He led Ryan out to the vast school playground. From the sports equipment room, he retrieved a small, simple toy bow and arrow. He set up a target board at a distance and handed the bow to Ryan. "Now," Coach Miller said, his voice calm and steady, "your task is simple. I want you to hit the center of that target." Ryan took the bow. It looked easy enough. He pulled back the string, took a quick aim, and let the arrow fly. It missed the board entirely, landing with a soft thud in the grass. He tried again. This time, the arrow hit the outer edge of the board, and again, and again. Each attempt was a frustrating failure. His mind, which was supposed to be focused on the target, was now buzzing with thoughts. "Why can't I do this? It looks so simple. Everyone's probably watching me fail." Coach Miller watched without saying a word. After several more failed attempts, Ryan threw the bow down in frustration. "I can't do it. It's impossible." The coach calmly picked up the bow. "The problem isn't the bow, Ryan, and it isn't the arrow. The problem is your focus. You're not just aiming at the target. You're thinking about aiming. You're thinking about failing. You're thinking about what others think." He gestured for Ryan to stand beside him. "Watch. To hit the target, you must become one with the target. Your breath, your arm, your eye, and the arrow must all align. For a single moment, nothing else in the world exists. Not the past, not the future. Just this one, single shot." Coach Miller drew the string back smoothly. His eyes were locked on the center of the target. He took a slow, deep breath, held it for a second, and then released the arrow. It flew through the air in a perfect arc, landing with a satisfying thwack right in the bullseye. Ryan was stunned into silence. It was like magic. "Concentration. Ryan," the coach explained, is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you feel your mind wander while studying, that's like missing the target. Don't get frustrated. Just calmly bring your focus back. Each time you do that, you're doing one more rep, making that focus muscle a little bit stronger. He then gave Ryan a simple exercise. For the next week, I want you to practice this. Sit down to study for just 15 minutes. No phone, no distractions. If your mind wanders, just notice it without judgment and gently guide it back to your books. Think of it as bringing your eye back to the target. After a week, we'll make it 20 minutes, then 25. Ryan took the advice to heart. The first few days were torture. His mind fought him at every turn. But he remembered the coach's words. He didn't scold himself for getting distracted. He just gently, patiently, brought his focus back, again and again. It was exhausting, but he persisted. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, something began to change. The 15 minutes started to feel shorter. He found he could hold his focus for longer stretches. He started applying the bullseye principle to everything. When he was reading a chapter, the chapter was his entire world. When he was solving a math problem, that problem was his bullseye. He continued his training with Coach Miller, who taught him about mindfulness, time management, and the power of creating a routine. Ryan learned that discipline wasn't about punishment. It was about creating a structure that sets you up for success. It was about making a choice, over and over again, to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Months passed. Ryan was transformed. He was still the same smart kid, but now, his intelligence was paired with a powerful new ally, unwavering discipline. He developed a study schedule and stuck to it. He learned to manage his digital distractions, turning his phone off during study hours. The next time a major exam came around, Ryan was prepared. He walked into the hall not with nervous hope, but with quiet confidence. He had put in the work. He had trained his mind. He was ready. When the results were posted, Ryan's name was at the very top of the list. But the real victory wasn't the high score. The real victory was the person he had become in the process. He had learned the most valuable lesson of his life. Talent can give you a head start, but it's discipline that gets you to the finish line. Success isn't a gift for the smart. It's a reward for the focused and the persistent. So, the next time you find your mind wandering away from your goals, remember Ryan and the arrow. Don't get frustrated. Just take a deep breath, find your bullseye, and gently bring your focus back. Each time you do, you're not just studying or working. You're building the single most important muscle for success. The muscle of discipline. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you unlock your true potential. See you in the next video.